Imagine opening your browser, typing a website address, but instead of ending with .com, .org, or .net, it ends with something like this: duskgytldkxiuqz.onion. No Google search results, no advertisements, no tracking cookies, just a strange-looking page on a hidden network. And the weirdest part? Most people think the internet is huge. But the websites we use every day are only a tiny fraction of it. Everything else lies hidden beneath the surface. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most mysterious parts of the internet, the dark web. But instead of myths and conspiracy theories, we're going to uncover the technology that actually powers it. When most people hear the words dark web, they imagine something illegal or dangerous. But the reality is much more interesting. The internet is actually divided into 3 layers: the surface web, the deep web, and the dark web. Each layer works differently. Each has different levels of privacy. And the dark web runs on some fascinating technologies designed to protect anonymity and security. So today, we're going to explore how the dark web works technically, the special networks that power it, why it exists, and the biggest misconceptions about it. Let's start by understanding the structure of the internet. A good way to understand the internet is through something called the internet iceberg. At the top is the surface web. This includes all websites that can be found using search engines. For example, Google, YouTube, Wikipedia, news websites, blogs. These sites are indexed by search engines and easily accessible. But surprisingly, this layer represents only about 4 to 5% of the entire internet. Below that lies the deep web. This includes things like email inboxes, online banking portals, private company databases, university research archives, cloud storage. These pages exist online but cannot be accessed without authentication. They are hidden from search engines for security reasons. But the dark web is something completely different. The dark web is a part of the internet that is intentionally hidden. It cannot be accessed through normal browsers like Chrome, Edge, or Safari. Instead, it runs on special, privacy-focused networks. The most famous of these networks is called Tor. Tor stands for the Onion Router, and the name comes from the way data is protected using multiple layers of encryption. Tor uses a method called onion routing. Instead of connecting directly to a website, your request travels through multiple random servers around the world. These servers are called Tor nodes. A typical Tor connection might look like this: your computer, to entry node, to relay node, to exit node, to website. Each node performs a small part of the journey. But here's the key idea. Every layer of the connection is encrypted separately. The first node only knows your IP address, but it doesn't know where the data is ultimately going. The middle nodes only pass encrypted traffic, and the final node sends the request to the destination website. Because of this multi-layer encryption system, no single server can see the complete path of the data. This makes it extremely difficult to trace the origin of the request. That's why it's called onion routing. Each layer of encryption is peeled away like layers of an onion. But here's where things get even more interesting. The dark web also supports something called hidden services. These are websites that run entirely inside the Tor network. Instead of normal domains like .com, .net, .org, they use .onion addresses. These addresses are long strings of random characters. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F, 1, 2, 3, .onion. These addresses are generated using cryptographic keys, which means the address itself is tied to the server's encryption identity. Because both the user and the server remain hidden, neither side knows the real-world identity of the other. This creates something called end-to-end anonymity. Another important aspect of the dark web is that it runs on a decentralized network. The Tor network is made up of thousands of volunteer-operated servers around the world. Anyone can contribute by running a Tor node. Because the network is distributed globally, it becomes very difficult to shut down or control. This is one of the reasons the dark web continues to exist. One surprising fact is that the technology behind Tor was originally developed by researchers working with the U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. The goal was to create a system that could allow secure, anonymous communication. Later, the technology was released to the public as an open-source project. Today, Tor is maintained by the Tor Project, a nonprofit organization focused on online privacy. But the dark web still has many mysteries. Some websites appear and disappear overnight. Some services constantly change their addresses. And unlike the normal internet, there are no search engines indexing everything. This means many dark web pages can only be found through shared links or directories, which makes the network feel more like a hidden underground map of the internet. So here's what we learned. The internet has multiple layers. The surface web is what we use every day. The deep web contains private and protected data. And the dark web is a hidden network powered by privacy technologies like Tor. It works using onion routing, layered encryption, and decentralized servers. While it's often misunderstood, the technology itself was designed for privacy, security, and anonymous communication. Like any powerful tool, it depends on how people use it. The internet is far deeper than most people realize, and the dark web is just one hidden layer of a much bigger digital world. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden side of technology, make sure to subscribe to the channel and comment below, what mysterious tech topic should we explore next? Because in the world of technology, the deeper you go, the more fascinating it becomes.